Testing, testing. Hi. Welcome to boys varsity Auburn. Auburn boys varsity soccer matchup versus the AMSA Eagles today. Kickoff here in just a few moments. AMSA takes it up the middle to lead off the half. Auburn chasing it out. It's going to be Auburn throw in here on the far sideline. Auburn trying to kick it out of that corner. High toss up the middle. Auburn can't come down with it. Fight for the ball at the 50-yard line. AMSA's going to come out with it. Auburn steals up the close sideline. Forward pass intended for Owen Sens. Charging the goal, tries to get it around. Shot off the corner is deflected off the goalkeeper. Ball is caught. That's Dylan Boge in net for AMSA, thrown out to the midfield. That's AMSA dribbles through the middle. Shot deflected off the body of Auburn defender Braden Borgard. AMSA tries to clear up the middle, hits the back of his own man, trying to dribble out. Far side pass, kick is up, deflected in the middle, gets away from AMSA here. That's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be an Auburn throw-in by their own goal. Excuse me, corner kick. That's going to be an AMSA corner kick on the Auburn goal side here. Taken by Duke Wynn. Kick is up. Headed by Auburn, high in the air. Struggle to come down for the ball. Headed away. Auburn tries to clear it back in the middle. It's going to be out of bounds. Eagles throw in from the 40-yard line here. Auburn dribbles out from that throw-in. AMSA recovers at the 30. Pass towards the keeper. AMSA can't get away with it. Auburn's going to clear that. AMSA throw-in from the 10 here. That's going to be a corner. Taken again by Duke Wynn of the AMSA Eagles. Shot is up. Auburn's going to deflect towards their own goal and get the clear out. AMSA's going to take it in again. AMSA tries to escape 4 Auburn defenders. Duke Wynn to throw in again. Deflected off the chest. Auburn's going to bring it up towards the midfield. Struggle for possession. Auburn looks to clear it. Owen Sens clears it forward. Keeper comes out. Auburn breakaway. Some contact there at the 20, looking for a call. That's Eli Goodhue. No call here. Cleared from the corner by the keeper to the midfield. Auburn looks to come down with it. Eagles take it away at their own 40. More contact here at the 40-yard line. It looks to be Auburn throwing it in at the opposing 25-yard line. High toss. AMSA's going to head it out. It's going to go back out of bounds. Auburn will throw in again at the 15. Throw up the middle, headed by AMSA towards midfield. Auburn brings it back down. AMSA takes it back at the 30. Eagles charging forward through the midfield. Duke Wynn takes it up the close side corner, looking to dribble past 2 defenders, can't get by. Sliding tackle here by Auburn's number 7, Owen Sens. Corner kick. Auburn's going to head it out. Kick from the 20, high, not going to fall. Off the foot of number 25 from AMSA. Excuse me, 26, Nick Camara. Auburn, from their own corner, still going to come up with possession from their own 30. Trying to throw it in from too close down the field. The referee's going to whistle him back. AMSA is going to take it down the Auburn goal line. Some contact. AMSA is going to come up with it. AMSA is going to take a kick. High to get over the defenders. Does not fall. Rolls just left of the Auburn keeper. And Auburn's going to have the throw in here. Auburn looks to clear up to their 40. Defenseman trying to clear it out of their own zone, hits it into their own bench. AMSA's going to come up with it just in front of the Auburn bench at the 35. Contact to get that ball. Defensemen from Auburn are going to come out with it. High clear over the forwards. Auburn's going to get a little breakaway on the far side. Cross kick, headed down. Just misses the left side of that net off the head of Owen Sens to send Auburn into an early lead. We are still scoreless with 32 minutes left in the half. Dylan Boge is going to clear it for AMSA here. Kick reaches the opposing 40. Auburn's going to come up with it at the midfield. Some back and forth here. Auburn looking to dribble out, pass back, trying to clear some space. It's going to go out of bounds. Auburn's going to throw in at the AMSA's 45. High toss. AMSA's going to kick it out, trying to clear it. Auburn forwards get a foot in, try to take the possession of the ball back, but AMSA's going to charge downfield through the 50. Auburn defenseman knocking it down. AMSA is going to try to clear it to Duke Wynn on the near side line. It's going to get away from him. Auburn's going to throw in from their own goal here. Ryan Galini to kick for Auburn here. Close side, get past Duke Wynn of the Eagles. Auburn looks to clear down the side, some contact. Coming up with it up to 50. Forward pass to Owen Sens, too far out of his reach. AMSA's going to throw in at their own 15. Auburn gets a foot down. AMSA is struggling to keep possession here. Some fancy footwork by Nicholas Jennings is going to give Auburn a throw in here. He dribbled his way out of two defenders, struggling to keep the ball between themselves. Gives Auburn a good chance here at a corner kick. Kick is up. Too far. Goes over all of the defenders. AMSA is going to throw in from the opposite corner. Their keeper is going to kick it out. Fight for possession here at the 50. The midfield seeing a lot of action today. Fight for possession. AMSA is going to try to clear overhead. Long pass intended for Nick Camara. Knocked away by Logan Robinson, Auburn defenseman. The ball is loose on the far sideline. Auburn defenders steal it away, bring it up towards the mid. Pass knocked down by AMSA, who repossesses the ball, bringing it back towards their own 40. Towards their own sideline, AMSA is dribbling, really struggling to maintain possession here in the midfield. Cleared forward by AMSA, up the far sideline, looking to cut towards the middle. Kicked away again, Logan Robinson. Some solid defense from both sides of the ball here. AMSA is going to throw in from the near side, 15. Duke Wynn passed back towards the midfield. Auburn's going to regain possession, look to clear it down and mid. AMSA's going to head it out towards the midfield again. Auburn's going to pick it up at the opposing 40. Make some headway down towards the net. Well-placed kick by Nathan Thornley of the Eagles. Auburn still maintains possession. High lob over the defenseman. Owen Sens cannot come down with it. Kicks it back. Corner. Too far left, too high. Headed down by forwards. Picked up by the hands of Ryan Galini in the net. High lob. Intended Auburn's going to get the ball out here. AMSA throws in from Auburn's 10. Trying to get some footwork between two defenders. Shot hits the side of the net. AMSA looks like they're going to get a corner kick here. Duke Wynn's going to get his 4th corner kick of the game. Too long. Auburn is going to let it roll out and get a throw in from their own corner. AMSA throws in on Auburn's 30. Whistle on the far side of the field. Auburn's going to throw in towards their own bench. Too much contact. Auburn's going to be able to take it from their own 30 here. Kicked through the midfield. Auburn looks to make some headway. Down the far sideline, Owen Sens is going to throw it in at the AMSA 25. Dribbling through 3 defenders. Auburn breaks towards the net. Cross the field pass cannot land for Auburn. They pick it up at the near side numbers. Shot up the middle, blocked by Ryan Galini. Pass. Excuse me. Caught by Dylan Boge. Shot was off the foot of Nicholas Jennings. Duke Wynn looks to get a shot off for AMSA. That is a save by Ryan Galini. .24 minutes remain in the half. Ryan Galini is going to roll it out. Auburn dribbling in front of their own bench, takes a tumble. Auburn pass towards the midfield. AMSA is going to come up with it. But Auburn quickly takes it back. Pass up the middle. Deflected by defenders of the AMSA Eagles. Auburn throws in, looks to take it back up their own midfield, create some space. Dribbling through defenders, pass down the near side numbers. Long pass, looks to get over the defenders. Shot is up, deflected off of the body of keeper Dylan Boge. Well placed shot off the foot of Nicholas Jennings. Just doesn't get in there. Auburn's going to get a far side corner kick here. Hopefully swing some momentum their way. Shot is up. Deflected high in the air. Owen Sens looks to regain possession for Auburn. Regaining the midfield. Long attempt to clear. Recovered by Dylan Boge in the net. Rolled out to his own defenseman. Owen Sens going to take it back all alone by the numbers. Pass up the middle. A little too far away off of Nicholas Jennings. Can't quite get a shot off. Auburn's trying to keep this momentum going their way, but they have to get these shots on goal. Long clear is recovered by Antonio Salor. Defenders of Auburn passing it up the middle into this near sideline, looking to make some headway down the field. Eli Goodhue clears over the midfield, but AMSA is going to recover, pass to their own net and back into their own zone. AMSA clear up the middle, hits up into the sky. Auburn's going to head it towards the AMSA zone and come down with it at the 40. Auburn charging forward. Whistle. It's going to be offsides. Clear by AMSA is headed down by Auburn at their own 40. Back up into the sky. Auburn's going to come up with it at the 50. Passed into their own zone, looking to clear some empty space in the field here. Pass back to the keeper, Ryan Galini. AMSA is going to deflect that pass. Galini's going to come down on top of the ball. Auburn looking to clear down their own sideline. Dribbles past their own bench through 3 AMSA defenders. It's going to be poked out of bounds. AMSA heading it into the air for the umpteenth time. Brings it down at their own 45. Looking to dribble past Auburn midfielders. Good poke, Antonio Solor. AMSA's going to throw in at the 50. Duke Wynn to throw in for the Eagles. Eagles dribbling back towards their own zone, cannot get past the nearsighted Auburn defenders. Long clear. Galini comes out of goal, and the Eagles are going to score. Auburn, hoping that momentum was going to swing their way, unfortunately swings towards the Eagles. It's going to be 1-0, AMSA. Just under 20 minutes in the first half. As long as Auburn keeps defending, they just got to keep getting shots on goal here. You know, make the Eagles work, make them scramble. Auburn's going to kick it in from AMSA's 20 here. Kick is too long. AMSA to kick from the Auburn 35. It's long. Headed into the air. It's going to go out of bounds behind the Auburn net. Galini to clear for Auburn. Pass intended for the middle is going to be a shot off of AMSA. It's going to be high. going to hit the field goal post and then the top of the net and come back down. Auburn to clear again. Long clear from Braden Borgard. Auburn's going to bring it down at their own 30. A mess between 4 AMSA defenders. They're still going to come up with it. Clearing space up the far sideline. Past the AMSA bench. Looking to make some room up the middle. Just behind his man. AMSA's going to recover the ball at their own 20. Clear off Dylan Boge. It's going to have some backspin and just drop the AMSA 20. Duke Wynn looking to dribble around Paul Vengos. AMSA back into their own zone, falling back just in front of their keeper. Auburn's keeping good pressure, but AMSA's going to clear it. Auburn will come down with it at their own 50. Paul Vengos comes up with it at the Auburn 45. Nick Jennings, pass up the middle. Paul Vengos stuck in 4 AMSA defenders. Still tries to poke it out from between Dylan Boge and his defenders, but AMSA's going to come up with it. Long kick. Bounces sky high. Still looking like AMSA's going to come down with it at the Auburn 15. Some nasty defending over there from Auburn, but AMSA's going to come up with the ball. Arya Sheth takes that kick for AMSA, but it's going to roll just behind the Auburn keeper. Some substitutions from the Auburn bench. Just under 15 minutes remain in the first half. Auburn tries to get it headed down, but will still come up with the ball at the 50. AMSA is going to clear it far towards the near side numbers. It's going to get away from every defender, and Auburn is going to come up with it. Auburn looking to clear from their own end zone. Looking to drop on the near side 40. It's headed up towards the midfield, and AMSA is going to come up with a collision at the midfield. Auburn's going to clear it up the midfield towards the AMSA net. Dylan Boge is going to clear it for the Eagles. AMSA comes up with it, dribbling back to their own 40 to create some space and make some way downfield. Owen Sens comes in to rob the ball from Duke Wynn. Auburn's going to clear it off the foot of Logan Robinson. AMSA kicks it up. It's going to go out. Auburn's going to throw in from the AMSA 40. Forward to Nick Jennings. Tries to get past his man. Far side kick. Spins away from the net. Not quite what Jennings was intending. AMSA's going to throw in from their own 20 in front of their own bench, and Auburn's going to knock it down. AMSA moves up the midfield, followed closely by Auburn. Auburn's going to take it back at the AMSA 40, dribble it downfield, looking to get a shot on goal. Gets past his 2 defenders, shot is down, blocked by Dylan Boge. Boge looks like his hands are stinging after that one. Boge is going to roll it to his near side 30. AMSA dribbles in front of their own bench, tries to clear down the far sideline off the Auburn defenders. That's going to be a throw-in for AMSA. AMSA passes through the Auburn 35. Clear space down the middle. Pass forward. Duke Wynn, shot on goal. One-on-one with Ryan Galini, and Wynn is going to come up with it. That's going to bring your score to 2-0 AMSA Eagles with 11.5 minutes and ticking down on the first half. Auburn was still making some good headway down the field, making some good momentum their way, but when it really comes down to it, AMSA just has those well-placed passes over the Auburn defenders, and they cannot let a 1v1 here with the keeper. It's going to be 1-0 actually for the Eagles. That would be an offsides call to negate that goal for the Eagles. Sky ball brought down by Auburn at the AMSA 40. Going to get a call for Auburn here. Too much contact. Clears it from the 35. Owen Sens, shot on goal. Just off his toe, gets just away from him. Long clear by Dylan Boge. Auburn looks to come down with it at the 50. Wynn passed back towards his own zone. AMSA's going to dribble up the middle. Passes forward. Intended for Nick Camara. Ryan Galini's going to come out of his crease and jump on that. Galini looks to clear for the Rockets. Skyball doesn't get more than 20 yards away from him. Out of bounds. AMSA's going to throw it in from the Auburn 30. Auburn defender is working double time here, trying to keep the ball out of their own zone. In front of the Rockets bench, Auburn's going to clear it up the midfield, looking to make some positive movement down the far sideline, out of bounds. AMSA's going to throw in from their own 30. Substitutions for AMSA while they're seated in front of their own bench. Rockets are going to come up with it at the opposing 45. Pass up the middle from Owen Sens is easily stolen by AMSA and kicked back to their own keeper. AMSA will recover at their own 40. Long pass downfield. Galini is going to take it. Auburn, again in front of their own bench, going to give the ball up to AMSA. No call on that. AMSA is going to get a call there. AMSA will kick from the far side numbers on the Auburn 40 here. AMSA tries to get a shot off way too high off the foot of a Nathan Thornley. Long clear from Auburn towards the midfield. Sens comes down with it at their own 40. AMSA will recover at their own 40. Pass back to their own zone, looking to clear some space from the Auburn midfielders. Forward pass to Owen Sens, all by himself, one-on-one with the goalie here. Ball got a little too far away from him, trying to just give him a little one kick to get a shot off, and it escapes. Can't get a shot off at all. That would be Auburn's third or fourth attempt on getting a shot off, and it just can't get all cylinders firing here. Auburn's is going to get a near side corner kick. Shot is up and caught by Dylan Boge. Quick pass out to Duke Wynn, who dribbles it up through the 50, through Auburn's mid zone, past almost every defender, and passed to the far sideline. Cross pass eaten by Ryan Galini. Another sky ball, the Auburn 40. Sens is going to head it down, but AMSA is going to come up with it at their own 35. Pass back to their own keeper. Dylan Boge is going to clear for AMSA with some pressure by Nick Jennings. AMSA is going to dribble it out at their own 50. Auburn picks it up at their own 50, dribbles out past. Auburn looks to clear it towards the AMSA zone, but AMSA is going to come up with it at their own 25. Cleared towards the midfield. It's long. It looks to be a bit too far away from Nick Camara. Galini is going to clear towards the Rockets bench in their own 30. Rockets cleared from their own bench to the opposing 40. AMSA is going to head it down towards the Rocket zone. Defenders kick it high in the air. Sens looks to come down with it, but it hits the ground and bounces again. AMSA is going to take a kick from their own 45. Auburn clears it into the sky. Galini is going to keep it from bouncing much further. Galini again tries to kick it up in the air, gets barely 20 yards away from him before coming back down. Duke Wynn tries to dribble past the Auburn 20. Going to be recovered by Marquise Walton. Walton dribbling towards the 50. AMSA is going to hit it back towards the Auburn 40. Back into the Auburn zone. Looked dribbling through defenders. But defenders are going to cover up that shot from Arya Sheff. Could not get through the Auburn defenseman. Just about 3.5 minutes remain in the first half. It is 1-0 Eagles. Long clear from Auburn. AMSA heads it at the Auburn 45, but Auburn will recover at their own 30. Auburn dribbles through their own 50 to the far side to clear some space, moving forward. Long pass over the AMSA defenseman, intended for Caleb Ibora, cannot get a foot on it. Dylan Boge is going to steal the ball and clear it out towards the Auburn zone. Auburn tries to come up with it at their own 40, trying to clear from in front of their own bench. Crossfield pass intercepted by number 12, Anton Richter. Galini looking to get some quick movement here with just about 2 minutes remaining. Intercepted by AMSA again. Dribble is bobbled by AMSA, taking it up midfield. That's going to be Eli Goodhue. Long pass intended for Owen Sens, much too far out of his way, trying to grab it before it goes out. And he will not, just barely misses, keeping it inbounds. Corner kick from AMSA here. Or excuse me, throw in from the corner from AMSA here. Stolen away. Marquise Walton. Pass towards the midfield, intercepted by AMSA. Auburn to the AMSA 40, trying to create some space. Sens looking for a man, tries to dribble around. Pass in and back out. Nice slide by Anton Richter of the Eagles. Just about a minute left. We're going to get a corner kick from Auburn. Got to even it up here, folks. Headed right into the goal, but deflected off of the hands of Dylan Boge. A good save by the Eagles. Ball is fumbled in the air, but Boge will lay out and grab it. Fumbled kick to clear. Auburn recovers at the 30. Shot is high and away. Auburn, their two chances to even this game up before the half was right there. Boge is going to clear it out for the Eagles. Long kick. Brought up at the 50. Rockets looking to bring it down. Deflected towards the AMSA 35. They're going to let it roll out to get a throw in from the Eagles. Rockets will come up with it. Nick Jennings can't get too far away, as that is the end of the first half. Your score is 1-0 Eagles. AMSA to take it to start the half. AMSA clears the ball long. Auburn will come down with it. Andrew Lapamardo passed up to the midfield. AMSA will try to make their way downfield. Lapamardo will defend. Auburn will come up with it at their own 35. Jennings will dribble past defenders. Shot is up in the hands of Dylan Boge. Shot is up in wide left. Lapamardo will head it out at the AMSA 40. AMSA will throw in. Corner kick from Auburn. Just over the head of Owen Sens. It's going to roll to the near side numbers. AMSA will recover at their own 10, clear down the near sideline all the way to the midfield. Charging forward, Arya Sheth. Passed forward, too far out of the reach of Nick Camara. Auburn attempts to clear towards the midfield. AMSA dribbles in front of the Auburn bench. AMSA dribbles back to their own zone. Back to their keeper to make some space here. No pressure here. Cleared real far away. Devon Keiko. AMSA will throw in at the Auburn 40. AMSA throw in and immediately back out. Auburn will recover. Lapamardo to throw in at the AMSA 35. Excuse me, Braden Beauregard to throw in at the AMSA 40. Defended quickly by AMSA, looking to clear out. Auburn pass to no man's land, does not recover. Caleb Iborra did not see that pass coming from Lapamardo. Throw in over the defenders intended for Nick Jennings. It's going to be a little too far out of his reach and recovered by Nathan Thornley of the Eagles. Pass back to Dylan Boge. In the goal. Boge to clear. Liner pass into the Auburn 40. Passed up to the middle. Keiko to Lapamardo. They're going to hand it over to AMSA to throw in at the Auburn 40. Win pass back into their own zone. AMSA tries to make way down the far side numbers. Keeping the ball in their own zone here, still looking to clear, make some space. Long pass over the head of Arya Sheth, looking to get around Auburn defenders. Can't dribble through the three of them. Auburn will kick the ball out of bounds. Wynn will dribble past Lapamardo and Jennings, but Auburn will manage to poke out the ball in their own 20, send it upfield. Long pass intended for Owen Sens, a little too far out of his reach. Will still grab it on the far side by the Auburn bench. Gets taken down, ball is in the middle. Pass to Jennings, looking for the far side corner. Just gets away and deflected by Dylan Boge. Auburn will get a corner kick. Auburn will cross field pass towards the middle, but AMSA will come down with it at the Auburn 20, or excuse me, their own 20. Ball is loose. Auburn cannot pick it up. AMSA will take it in at their own 25. Wynn passed up the near side. Poked away. Lapamardo dribbling down the near side. Pass to Jennings. Looking to dribble past his defender. Gets around the first one. Two more coming in his wake. Passed and hit out of bounds off of the foot of Christopher Ebner of the Eagles. This will be an Auburn corner kick taken by Braden Beauregard. Kick is up. Right into the hands of Dylan Boge. Boge will look to clear. Lapamardo tried to slide and take the ball down with him, but Wynn's going to take it up the midfield for the Eagles. Clear space, no defenders on him yet. Passed forward. Camara looks to take on defenders one-on-one. Gets taken out right by the Auburn goal. Auburn will clear. Beauregard will clear from the Auburn goal. Short pass, looking to dribble past defender. Auburn takes it up the far numbers in front of the AMSA sideline. Back to their own zone, looking to clear some space. up towards the 50. AMSA will steal it back. Kicked back into their own zone, make their keeper run for it. He'll pick it up at the far side 10 and clear down the sidelines, a little too far out of bounds. Auburn will throw in, looking to get it done quick before Dylan Boge gets back in net. AMSA heading it down towards the 50. Logan Robinson will bring it down for the Rockets. Pass too far away from Eli Goodhue. Cannot get something started. Rockets dribbling forward. Passed back to the 20. Looking to make some way forward. Kick just out of reach of Owen Sens will recover by the far corner. Tries to get a short shot off. Boge will kick it in the air. Kicked down by Jennings, but recovered by AMSA defenseman. Sens will look to dribble it back towards the goal. Pass back. Cannot get a shot off Marquise Walton. Long shot. Braden Beauregard. Dribbled by Boge. Defended by the body of Nathan Thornley, taking place for Boge. Auburn's best shot at a goal this entire game has just been thrown out of bounds. Just under 30 minutes in the second half. Eagles still leading 1-0. Auburn takes a corner kick. High corner. Headed down. Rockets off the head of Braden Beauregard. It dribbled back towards the net, but AMSA is able to clear it away. They're getting their momentum. Auburn, the forwards are putting in the work. The defensemen are keeping the ball away early into the second half, but they just cannot get these shots to land. Dylan Boge holding his own in the net against the Rockets with some added help of his defensemen. Lepomardo up to Jennings. Jennings slides. Cannot come down with the ball. AMSA will clear towards the Rockets bench. Looking to dribble back towards the AMSA net. The Rockets will lose possession again at the AMSA 10. Cleared towards the midfield. Lepomardo cannot come down with it. And it looks like AMSA will throw in from the 50. AMSA will kick in from their own 33, or excuse me, from the Rockets 33. Galini is caught out of goal, but the Rockets defensemen are able to head the ball out of danger zone. AMSA, a high kick through the uprights, not the right sport. Ball will be out of bounds. Rockets will clear from their own net. Beauregard to throw in from the Rockets 35. AMSA will head the ball out of bounds at their own 20. The Rockets will throw in just about 25 minutes remaining in the game. Rockets still trailing by 1 goal. Cannot find an open man. Throws it in, and AMSA is going to head it down. Cleared up towards the midfield. Rockets will repossess the ball at the opposing 35. Long ball off of the leg of Owen sends too far and too right. Will not drop for the Rockets. Rockets are looking to make some last-ditch attempts at scoring, and there's still 25 minutes remaining. They just need to settle down, keep doing what they're doing, and hope these shots will fall. AMSA will clear towards the Rockets bench, just a little too far out of bounds. Rockets will regain possession at the opposing 40 rather. Ball is up in the air. AMSA's heading it. Cleared to the 50. Rockets fighting for possession. Lose it again. AMSA down the far sideline. That's Win again. At the far side numbers. Breaks away from his defenseman. Sliding tackle from Antonio Salor will regain Rockets possession at their own 20. Not all for naught, but AMSA will regain the ball at the Rockets 30. Cannot get the pass downfield, deflected off of Beauregard. Passed up and across to the far sideline, back to the near side numbers, and in the air in front of the crease, headed past the hands of Ryan Galini, out of bounds. Rockets will clear the ball from their own net. Headed up the air by Sens at the 50. Jennings heads it back towards the AMSA zone. 2-on-1, Rockets can still not come up with the ball. They'll throw it in at their opposing 20. Lapamardo back to Walton. Walton clear of his man for now. Looks to dribble back towards the numbers. Passed back towards the midfield. Rockets across the AMSA zone. Rockets will kick into the hands of Dylan Boge. Boge will roll out just in front of the Auburn bench and look to clear some way downfield. Pass back into their own zone. AMSA clears up the middle. Intended for number 10, Arya Sheth. Rockets will come down with it. AMSA still maintaining primary ball control of the midfield. Looks like Auburn has an injury here. Sheth goes flying off the body of Andrew Lapamardo. Ball is dropped in front of Dylan Boge at the far corner. Jennings putting some pressure on, making sure that AMSA does not run out this clock on them. They still have 22 minutes left to even up this game. Rockets cannot come down with it at the 50. Walton cannot get the foot on it. Lapamardo knocks it down. Cannot get past his defender. AMSA will regain at the 50. Forward pass on the far sideline. Win gets past his man. Out of the goal comes Galini. He will knock it down with his body, and the ball will roll out of bounds. AMSA looks to get a corner kick. Shot is up. AMSA will head it back from whence it came. Rockets still trying to clear the ball from their own zone. Cannot get past defenders. Or excuse me, they cannot get past the forwards of the Eagles. The Eagles are really maintaining a heavy ball presence here. They will not let Auburn keep possession for more than a few passes downfield. AMSA will throw in at the Auburn 10-yard. Auburn will head it out and clear it high towards their own 40. Lapamardo looking to push AMSA back to their own zone. Jennings, one man on him. Tries to get around him, charges towards the goal. Pass up the middle. Shot up the middle is deflected, and Auburn cannot get a man to recover the rebound. The ball returns to the midfield, and AMSA regains control. Auburn needs to go with that spark. They need to run with it. They need to get back to where they just were and not let that happen. Arya Sheth takes a kick. It will hit the top of the net and come down. That will be AMSA 2-0. Rockets are down 0-2 here. Just under 20 minutes remain in the game. We'll see some substitutions from the Rockets. Jennings slow to get up. Downfield comes Caleb Ibora for the Rockets. AMSA will throw in at the Rockets' 20. Balls will bounce between the Rockets' defenders. Devon Keiko will kick it out for the Rockets, and AMSA will throw in from their own 45. Rockets try to clear through the midfield, but AMSA will knock it down. Vangos down the far sideline, intended for Eli Goodhue. He'll pick it up in the far corner, but it will go out of bounds. That'll be Sheth with the ball for the Eagles, but Auburn will take it back in their own zone. Beauregard pass up to Lapamardo. Looks to clear up to the midfield. Cross field, looking to make their way up the far side numbers. Go the Rockets. Ibora pass forward through the defenders. AMSA clears it across the field, trying to get out of their own zone. Lapamardo fights for possession. The ball's dribbling slow, but AMSA throws a body on Marquise Walton. Takes that hit like a champ. Auburn will get a kick from their own, from the opposing 23-yard line. Eli Goodhue takes this kick for the, Caleb Ibora took that kick for the Rockets. It flies just right. Dylan Boge came out of the net, but just was not enough to fall. AMSA will clear the ball from their own goal. 15 minutes remain in the game. AMSA leads 2-0. Cleared high towards the 50, headed down by Beauregard. Lapamardo up the close sideline, slide tackle. Ball is taken by number 6, Felipe Costa of the Eagles. Beauregard looks to throw in for the Rockets. Lapamardo takes a body. João Carlos Monteiro takes out Andrew Lapamardo of the Rockets. And the Rockets will get a kick in here by Beauregard. Two men look to guard the kick. Is just high, almost landed in the right corner of that net. 3 substitutions for the Eagles as they throw a kick in from their own net. Boge to clear for the AMSA Eagles. Bounces over the Rockets bench, and it'll be out of bounds. Rockets will take it in. High clear, attempt to get over the defenseman. Sends battling for possession in the far corner. He will kick it in. Back to their own 10. AMSA will clear it out. Effective clear by AMSA here. Lapamardo will fight to come up with it. Logan Robinson will fight to come up with the ball. Cleared back to Dylan Boge in the net for the Eagles. Applying pressure late into the game. Around 12.5 minutes will remain. Sheth will take it down for the Eagles. One man on him. Shot is up and far right. Rockets to clear from their own net. That's Beauregard to take the kick. High towards the 45. Whistle. Walton cannot come up with it for the Rockets. Fight for possession at the 50. AMSA will come up with it. Pass forward. A little too far out of the reach of Sheth. Out of the crease comes Galini to clear it. AMSA comes down with it at their own 40, but Rockets will come back up with it. Marquise back towards the 50. Charging forward come the Rocket forwards. Some nice footwork by Caleb Ibora. Shot is deflected off the body of AMSA defenders. Rockets regain possession. Man from behind steals the ball right out from under Antonio Salor. Lapamardo cannot quite reach that pass downfield in the AMSA zone. AMSA will throw in from their near side corner. Substitution for the Eagles. 10 minutes and running remain in the game. Again, Eagles lead the score of 2-0. Lapamardo deflects the throw in but kicks it out again. Eagles will throw it in again from their own 20. Sheth cannot get a foot on the ball. Rockets will kick it back. Lapamardo fights for possession. Takes out his man, but not legally. AMSA will throw it in again from their own 20. Rockets looking a little more physical now, going into the last 10 minutes. Sheth tries to get a shot off, but it's taken by Braden Beauregard. Some nice defense work there. Nice long pass right in the foot of the defender. Shot is up and good! Shot is good off of the foot of Owen Sens. Just caught his defender off guard, caught Dylan Boge out of the net. Eight and a half minutes remain, and the Rockets cut the lead down by half. It is 2-1. AMSA Eagles lead going into this timeout. AMSA will begin return from this timeout with the ball. Rockets will need to quickly find a way to regain possession and keep it in the AMSA zone and not spend too much time in their own half like they have during this last half of the game. Lapamardo steals possession at the Rockets 35, but AMSA will recover just as quickly as they lost it. Gonna get a call there. Caleb Ibora got taken out by two defensemen, and the Rockets will get the ball uncontested at the opposing 45. Sens chases down the ball towards the opposing corner. Pass up the middle intended for Jennings. Just a little too soft off his foot there, but AMSA will kick the ball out, giving the Rockets a corner kick, early on to this latter half of the game. Far side corner from the Rockets here. Shot is up. Good angle, headed out by AMSA. Another fight for possession. Sens looks to come down with it. The Eagles look to clear up past the Rockets bench. Long pass headed towards the net. Boge comes down, slid into the keeper. Ball is loose, but Boge will grab it just out of the reach of Andrew Lapamardo. The Rockets have this momentum coming off their last goal. They're keeping the ball in the AMSA zone, and they are making good attacks on goal. They got to keep it up, and hopefully they can get a shot to land for them in these last 6.5 minutes. AMSA dribbling through the midfield, gets around most of the defenders. Pass sends them back into their own zone here. AMSA's holding the ball, stand still, trying to make the Rockets move and catch them off guard in their own defense zone. Pass forward down the far numbers. Ball is going to be called dead, and the Rockets are going to kick it in from their own zone. Moving quick now. Long pass up to the 50. Jennings looks to cut it off but cannot. AMSA will pass back to the Rockets 40. Sheth gets around number 8, Keiko of the Rockets. Long shot. Galini will knock it down. Long clear off the foot of Galini. Headed down by Nathan Thornley. Sheth looks to take it down the near side numbers. Passed up the middle. Lapamardo gets taken out here. Rockets looking to pass it up midfield, make some way down. Takes out his man, takes out another man. Owen Sens finally gets a whistle. Long kick is up. Galini comes out of goal. It hits the top of the post, and Galini grabs it through a mess of defenders from AMSA. Jennings fights for the ball. AMSA will kick it out of bounds at their own 10. Rockets need to use this chance that they have here. Lapamardo will surrender the ball to Beauregard. Under 4 minutes remain. Ball is cleared back to the AMSA 40. Marcelo Salor is trying to keep the ball in the AMSA zone for the Rockets. But the Eagles will knock it back to the midfield, looking to make their way down the far side numbers past their man. That's Wynn charging up the middle. Long pass given up on, and Galini will recollect the ball. Long clear. AMSA will knock it down at the 50. Offsides, that would be on Jennings. Ibora had a pretty good forward pass going there. These are things that the Rockets cannot stand to do this late in the game and not down 1. Long clear. Knocked down by the Rockets at their own 30. AMSA will keep the ball from bouncing and bring it down all by himself. Sheth Dribbles to the middle. He is taken out by the Rockets defenders. No call. Rockets will dribble it. The ball is loose in front of the AMSA bench. Someone better pick it up. Sens will send it forward towards the Rocket bench. Fighting for possession. Lapamardo cannot come up with it. Dylan Boge will hold the ball. Ticking down to 2 minutes, and the Rockets do not have possession. Skied by Dylan Boge. Rockets trying to come down with it. Cannot find it at their own 45. AMSA just looking to keep the ball out of their own zone at this point. Sheth trying to catch his man off guard, gets a pass downfield, down the near side numbers, kicked away, out of bounds by Devon Keiko from the Rockets. AMSA looks to throw it in from the corner here. Excuse me, AMSA will get a kick from the corner here. That will be Arya Sheth taking it for the Eagles. Shot is up, too far left, but AMSA will recover it without much contest. Pass up the middle, knocked down by the AMSA forwards and passed back towards the neutral zone. Pass forward down the far numbers, taking it all by himself. Win cross field pass. Sheth battling out with two Rockets defenders here. Long shot off the foot of number 12 is defended by Galini. Ball is dead in the Rockets zone. Rockets just under 2 minutes here, looking to get something done here, and fast. Rockets sends looking to take the ball. Boge will clear it. Rolling out of bounds. Rockets will throw in from their own bench at the opposing 35. Whistle. Extra ball in the field. That was a stop in momentum that could really kill the Rockets' run in these final 2 minutes. They had that momentum, and now it's just dead. Rockets will throw in from the far sideline at the opposing 20-yard line. Giving it everything they've got in these final 2 minutes. Long pass is caught by Dylan Boge. The Rockets bench has gone silent now. Long clear. Beauregard looks to take it for the Rockets. Just sends it back up into the air. Iborra looking to make his way past the midfielders. Sliding stop off of Camara. That would be Nick Camara. Headed down in the AMSA zone. Whistle on Logan Robinson. The ball has to stop. Eagles to take a dead ball from the 50. Eagles. Rockets will knock it down. Salor tries to keep it out of the air, but AMSA will send it back up. Iborra still looking to clear some space. Gets his man to skirt around him. Long clear intended for Jennings. Off the head of Jennings, Lapamardo looks to keep the ball in bounds. Just too far out of his reach, moving a little too fast to cut that off. AMSA will throw in AMSA will clear the ball from their own end zone. Up the midfield, skirting out of bounds. Rockets will throw in from the opposing 40. Long throw intended for Jennings. Bouncing. AMSA, Eagles will head it out. Rockets get the ball up quick. Beauregard looking to throw in the ball. Pronto, long, intended for Sens. And that is the end of the game. The ball had just bounced in between all of the Eagles defenders and Rockets forwards. That was their last-ditch final chance, but the last seconds ticked down on the Rockets, and they could not get it done. They cut that lead down from 2 to 1 in the latter half of this game, but the Rockets just could not get their shots to land tonight. Some good network by both keepers tonight, Dylan Boge of the Eagles and Ryan Galini of the Rockets. And that is your opening Auburn Rockets boys soccer game of the 2025 season.